Yo guys, today we are going to, I forgot what I had to say.
Just read the script.
Oh, right. As some of you may know, in 2023 December Clash of Clans introduced different hero equipments to the game, like the Donald Trump's wig,
small loan of $1 million,
an arrow that shoots the builder base villagers, and of course, a book of Harry Potter and the kidney stone. These and many more items have turned the heroes to be so powerful that people don't even need troops anymore. But if you don't have good equipment, then your hero is equivalent to a goblin. If you don't want that to happen to you, then you need ores, and if you want ores, you need to be as high as possible. I mean high in leagues. But there is a league where people don't get any ores. These people are notorious for being too good at the game, that they simply don't care about the ores. And today, we are going to investigate how do they survive in such harsh conditions. Not only we are going to find out what base designs do they like to use, but also what advanced tactics we can learn from them. If you paid close attention, then you might have just noticed I have over 104 million resources in my storages, along with completely full collectors and treasury. This is not the kind of situation you want to be in entering the most dangerous place in Clash of Clans. But luckily, I built this maze base full of traps that will stop all the intruders. Oh, bloody hell, mate, not the Root Riders. Before we move on, you might be wondering who the hell is talking right now. That's not the voice of Jaso. Well, Jaso wanted to pursue a career in singing, and he asked me to make his videos so he can practice for the world tour. Anyway, our journey begins at Titans League, where our first goal is to lose some weight. Fastest way to do that is by losing more cups than we are gaining. For that, I gave my heroes some tools. A football and a goalkeeper glove for the king, 2 different kinds of arrows for the queen, a book and a necklace for the warden, and lastly, a GPS-guided shield for the champion. Why these items, you may ask? Well, because a new event just started. Last month, when we had one of these, then Supercell made us collect balls that were hidden in random locations. Logically, it's the same scenario all over again, except this time, we are collecting ice cubes. Since I am already on my mission to bronze, then I might as well snipe down few buildings along the way in order to unlock the brand new rocket spear equipment that we are going to max out. Well, kinda. This item allows Royal Champion to keep her distance from all the creeps that try to enter her personal space while throwing TNT-equipped spears at them. The time was 11:42, and I took out the grandma's magnifying glass to find the first victim to whom I wanted to offer cups in exchange for some ice cubes. Apparently, the weather in Boo Ali's base was so hot that the ice cubes had melted and formed a water park where Timmy, Johnny, Charles, and Lucas were now spending their weekend. For that reason alone, I gained a massive amount of 0 ice cubes. Immediately after, I went on to find another base, and once again, there were no ice cubes. Bonus for using super wall breakers. Alrighty then, I think I know what I have to do. Straight away, I went over to the event tab, unlocked the super wall breaker, trained up few of them, sped up the barracks, waited a little, dropped all my heroes, popped all the abilities, and lastly, deployed the super wall breaker to gain some easy ice cubes. Yo, what the f***?
You have to get stars in order to gain ice cubes, you dumbass.
Oh, that's what it is. Anyway, after Jaso shared his knowledge with me, it was time to speedrun to the Bronze League without distractions. Although I must say on the way, I did find few dead bases that I of course had to raid for some ice cubes. But soon enough, I was sitting at the bottom of Silver League, and the next stop was the notorious Bronze League, the most dangerous place in COC. Before I could do any further investigation, I had to allow Maradona hit the ball for the last time, and just like that, we safely landed to our desired destination where all the fun begins. Or should I say, the dangerous activities. In fact, this place is so dangerous that even my clanmates were concerned for my safety. And to be honest, I was little worried too. For that very reason, my first mission was to collect ice cubes so I can unlock the bazooka to keep us all safe. After 10 minutes of non-stop grind, I had all the ice cubes needed to finally unlock the weapon that Supercell has classified as epic. Just before we are going to claim all the sweet rewards, including the cowboy skeleton, we are going to activate the gold pass for even more rewards. If you want rewards at the top of rewards, then be sure to buy event passes, wedding rings, dogs, houses, and literally everything you can imagine directly from the Supercell store using code JASO. Last time I did that, I received so many rewards I couldn't even play the game anymore. After I had claimed all the rewards, it was time to buy the rocket spear and test it out in a multiplayer battle. Staring at the clouds for 10 seconds straight gave me this highly complex graveyard looking base with that absolutely lethal cannon. Even though I was quite hesitant whether I want to put my royal champion in such a great danger, I did it anyway to find out how strong is the epic item I just spent half of my medals on. To absolutely no one's surprise, Haste Vial didn't have the best synergy with the rocket spear, as it yoinked half of the spears on the already destroyed targets due to the high attack speed it provided. Now that 2 more defenses are left, the already dead champion decided to pull that shield in front of her, thinking it's going to protect her from all the balls sent at her way. But in reality, I guess it is safe to say having level 1 rocket spear feels like throwing a poo on a stick rather than a rocket on a spear. To fix that, I decided to bury all of my ores, event medals, raid medals, and even gems to max it out, just to find out how bad of a decision I had made. To show you what I'm talking about, I searched for another base in bronze and found this. As you can see, we have the same town hall level and similar level of defenses as the one we just attacked. And in order to get some legitimate research results for the comparison between level 1 versus level 26, I placed her on the map and waited. As she was absolutely terrorizing Eduko's defenses, the Archer Queen saw it and tried to hide herself inside the clan castle, but was soon found and killed. Then I realized I forgot to swap out Haste Vial for something better, as I had to watch how Royal Champion wasted 2 extra spears on an expo. Despite using spears very irresponsibly, she still somehow managed to run through most of the base until she got pissed on by the town hall. After such an unpleasant experience, I took out my calculator, did a quick Pythagorean theorem, and found out that my Royal Champion increased the total damage by 14% after spending over 50,000 shiny, 3,000 glowy, and 300 starry ores. If you are wondering, should you buy Rocket Spear and max it out then? Nope. By now we have seen a couple of bases that people use to survive and maintain their rank in such harsh conditions. But what else can we find? Well, star bases, killer bases. Bases where 1/4 can be deleted by using a level 10 giant arrow. Bases of people that do not exist. Bases of Indian hackers. And of course, bases of male genitalia. Seeing all these bases, you understand that if you plan on messing with these people, you will put your life in immediate danger. But I am going to attack some of them anyway. Since 1 hero wasn't enough to triple a base, then we are going to make bronze people mad using all the heroes. The only catch is I can't attack just any base. It has to be the 3rd base, whatever comes. Okay, the first one would have been easy. I could possibly 3-star it even with using only the BK. After staring at the clouds for another 30 seconds of my life, I stumbled upon this. Yo, what is a maxed out Town Hall 16 doing down here? Left clueless, I went on to search for the 3rd base, and then I found this masterpiece that reminded me of a modern art. Maybe Matty was indeed in rush when he was designing this base layout. For me, it's great because all I have to do is place the Immortal King, shoot an arrow directly through the town hall, clean the upper corner using the old man, and lastly, throwing that Royal Champion into the hole and hoping she is going to survive. I am really positively surprised how Jelly has cured Archer Queen's wall breaking and gold digging addictions, as she is finally making good decisions. Oh, never mind. It was for 30 seconds only. While they are finishing up the base the other day when I was reading comments, I saw a rather interesting response for Who Wants to Win 100,000 Gems video where one lad said about Judo Sloth. By the way, he had airport in his ear. Since using all heroes in bronze is too easy, then I thought I'm going to slightly increase the difficulty by using only the event troops. Yep, 40 of these. So here we have a perfect base for that. First, we are going to clean the walls, and then our wall breakers will start targeting rest of the buildings.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, that didn't work. Then I thought maybe I can hide all the walls using overgrowth spells. And guess what? That didn't work either. After that, I gave up trying to make the wall breakers a viable 3-star strategy, so I used loads of weeds to then snipe out few town halls for some sweet ores.
Hey.
Now comes the time when we are going to find out what attack strategies do people in Bronze Pro League use. Is it hog riders and jump spells? Or perhaps healers and heal spells? Loot safely secured at the core of the base, it was time to close Clash of Clans. I didn't have to wait too long until an army of 2 barbarians and 2 archers was here. And 1 wall breaker, and 4 balloons, and 4 healers, and 2 electro mommies, and last but not least, 8 root riders. At this point, I had already accepted the fate of losing 4.5 million loot to a Bagan because no base is safe from the root riders. As expected, even the defending clan castle couldn't do much to stop them. Meanwhile, at the bottom side of the map, I could definitely see that my guy was an actual bronze inhabitant by looking at his super archer blimp deployment that he messed up. Then he cloned himself an army of balloons instead of super archers that soon got lost inside the tornado trap. But no worries, he still had that super archer invisibility thing going on until they were all put to sleep by the king. At the same time, the core was as open as in Chernobyl in 1986, losing resources every second that went by until they stole everything. My gold, my badge, my queen, and even my cock.